Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn how to draw involute of a circle. So here the question is given. Draw the path of free end of the string. Free end of the string which is wound around a circle of 40 mm diameter. Also draw a normal and a tangent at any point on the curve. Name the curve. So here we have to wound a string around a circle. So as per the definition of the involute, the curve generated will be an involute. So the name of the curve will be involute because we have to wound a string around a circle. Then the curve generated by any point on the string will be an involute. So we can say that the curve generated, the name of the curve will be involute. So right now we have to draw the involute of a circle having a radius is equal to 20 mm as the diameter of the circle is 40 mm. So first of all draw a circle having a radius is equal to 20 mm. Draw the circle having radius is equal to 20 mm. Measure 20 mm on the rounder or 20 mm arc length on the rounder and draw the circle. Now divide this circle into 8 equal parts, and after dividing the circle into 8 equal parts, give the number of each divisions, that is 1 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Now after dividing the circle we have to attach a string on the circumference of the circle. So what will be the string length for the circle? So the string length right now, the string length is not given, so we will take the string length is equal to 2 pi r. It's equal to 2 into pi into 20. So it is equal to 125.6 mm. So now attach a string over here at 0 point by making a tangent at point 0, and as we know that the tangent to the circle will be a line perpendicular to the normal to the circle. So right now all the diameters that we have shown are the normal to the circle at each point. So over 0 this will be the normal to the circle, and we have to draw a tangent. That means we have to draw a line perpendicular to this line from 0 point, which gives us the tangent. So first of all draw a tangent like this perpendicular to this diameter of the circle. Now measure the string length, which is equal to 125.6, so 12.5.6. so this is 125 mm distance. So this will be the string length, which is equal to 2 pi r. Mark P0 over here. So we can say that the distance of 0 to P0 is equal to 125.6 mm. Now divide this line into 8 equal parts. So if we want to divide this line into 8 equal parts, we will use the inclined line method to divide a line into 8 number of divisions. So first of all draw an inclined line from point 0. Mark 8 points on this line, that is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. We have to divide this line into 8 equal parts because we have divided the circle into 8 equal parts. If we have taken the 12 divisions on the circle, then we have to divide this line into 12 equal parts, but right now we will divide this line into 8 equal parts. So this is 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Now attach the last point of this line to P0 and draw lines parallel to this line from each point. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So draw lines parallel to this line from each point of the circle. It will divide this line into 8 equal parts. For that we will use the roller scale. Put your roller scale on this line and roll it like this to divide the line into 8 equal parts. So after dividing this line into 8 equal parts, now draw tangent at each point of the circle. So we have to draw a tangent at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have to draw the tangent like this from 1 to, so draw tangent up to point 7 and 0. At the 0 we have already drawn the tangent, so draw the tangent from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Now after drawing the tangent, measure 1 to P0 distance on the router, 1 to P0 distance on the router, 1 to P0, and give an arc on the tangent passing from the first point of the circle like this. Give an arc on the tangent passing from the first point of the circle. Now measure 2 to P0 and give an arc on the tangent passing from the second point of the circle. Now measure 3 to P0, give an arc on the tangent passing from the third point of the circle. Now measure 4 to P0, give an arc on the tangent passing from the fourth point of the circle. Now measure 6 to P0, 5 to P0, give an arc on the tangent passing from the fifth point of the circle. Now 6 to P0 on the tangent passing from the sixth point, and 7 to P0 and give an arc on the tangent passing from the seventh point of the circle. So this is P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, P6 and P7, and this is 0 point. Now draw the freehand curve passing from P0, P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, P6, P7 and up to 0. That curve will be an involute of a circle. So now draw the curve passing from P0, P1. We have to draw the freehand curve passing from P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, P6, P7 up to 0. So the curve will be an involute. Now we have to draw a normal and a tangent to at any point on the curve. So let us first of all mark that point. So now mark any point S on the curve. You have to draw a normal and tangent at this point. So if you want to draw the normal and tangent at point S, first of all join this point S to the center of the circle. Let us say that the center of the circle is C. Now find out the midpoint of this line CS, and if we want to find out the midpoint of this line CS, we have to measure half or more than half of arc length on this line, and we have to give an arc on both sides of the line from S and from C. So now if we will connect these 2 points, it will divide this line into 2 equal parts, and we will get the midpoint of the line. So if we connect this line, it will intersect the line at the midpoint. So this will be the midpoint of the line. Now after finding the midpoint, measure M to C distance or M to S distance on the rounder. And draw a semicircle like this. And mark the point of intersection of this semicircle and the circle. So mark the intersection point of the semicircle and the circle. So mark this point of intersection of the semicircle and the circle as S1. Now joint S1 to S will gives us the normal to the curve. It gives us the normal to the curve, and a line perpendicular to the normal from point S, a line perpendicular to the normal from point S will be the tangent to the curve. So this is the involute of the circle, in which we have taken the string length is equal to 2 pi r. Now let us do one another example of involute of the circle, in which we have to take the string length, or the string length given is more than 2 pi r. So here is the equation of involute of the circle, in which we have to take the string length, or the string length given is more than 2 pi r. So the statement of the equation is like this: an inelastic string 150 mm long has its one end attached to the circumference of the circular disc. So we have to take a string of 150 mm length, and we have to attach the string on the circumference of the circle, or one end of the string is attached to the circumference of the circle over here. When it is completely wound round the disc of 40 mm diameter, draw the curve traced out by the free end of the string. So if the string is completely wound round the circle, we have to draw the curve traced out by the free end of the string. And the diameter of the circle is 40 mm. So the radius of the circle will be equal to 20 mm. The 2 pi r distance will be equal to 125.6 mm. And right now, in this example, the string length is 150 mm. So first of all, we have to draw the circle, divide the circle into 8 equal parts, and the radius of the circle is 20 mm. Now divide the circle into 8 equal parts, attach the string over here at point 0 to P0. The length of 0 to P0 is equal to 150 mm. Right now the distance between 0 to P0 is equal to 150 mm. So our string length is 150 mm. Now before starting the example, first of all find out the 2 pi r distance on the string. So first of all find out the 2 pi r distance, or mark the 2 pi r distance on the string. So we have marked the 2 pi r distance on the string, which is equal to 125.6 mm. Now divide this 2 pi r distance into 8 equal parts. Now divide this 2 pi r distance into 8 equal parts. So the method to divide the line into equal parts, we have discussed the method to divide the line into 8 equal parts. So follow that particular method and divide this length into 8 equal parts. give the numbering on the circle 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the line up to 2 pi r distance 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. And right now our P0 is over here. After dividing the line, or after marking the 2 pi r distance, and after dividing the 2 pi r distance into 8 equal parts, now draw the tangent at each point of the circle. So right now we have already drawn the tangents at each point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now after drawing the tangents, measure 1 to P0 distance on the rounder. Put your rounder on 1 or give an arc on the tangent passing from the first point of the circle. Now measure 2 to P0 distance on the rounder. Give an arc on the tangent passing from the second point of the circle. Measure 3 to P0 distance on the rounder. Put your rounder on third point of the circle and give an arc on the tangent passing from the third point of the circle. Same 4 to P0, 4, give an arc, 5 to P0, P5, give an arc, 6 to P0, on 6, give an arc, 7 to P0, on 7, give an arc. Now 8 to P0, put your rounder on 0 and give an arc on the tangent passing from the 0 point of the circle. Now first of all mark these points P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, P6, P7, and now we can say that this point is P8. Now as we have to wound the string completely around the circle, after measuring 8 to P0 and after giving an arc on the tangent passing from the 0 point of the circle, now measure 1 to P8, 1 to P8, put your rounder on 1 and again give an arc on the tangent passing from the first point of the circle. So this will be the P9 point. Now as we say that the string will completely wound in between first and second point of the circle over here. So now draw the freehand curve passing from P0, P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, P6, P7, P8, P9. So draw the freehand curve passing from P0, P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, P6, P7 and P8. The curve generated by the free end of the string will be an involute. Here also we have to give the name of the curve. So the curve generated will be an involute, as we have to wound a string around a circle. The curve generated by any point on the string is an involute, but right now we have to draw the curve traced out by the free end of the string, as one end of the string is attached to the circumference of the circle. So draw the curve passing from each point P8, P9 up to this point. So the curve generated is an involute. Now what is the difference when we have taken the string length is equal to 2 pi r? So in this question we have taken the string length is equal to 2 pi r. Here the involute has completed at 0 point, but in this question we have to wound the string again up to this point. Hope you have understand all the given data and the idea related to the involute, in which we have to take the string length more than 2 pi r. Thank you.